Hey guys, Luke and Adina here, back from Feathering Down Homestead. So today we're going to take you guys on a bit of a farm tour, me and Adina. The other minions are inside and not annoying us. So yeah, to start off with, we'll just show you what we call our chicken hill. So like over at the back here, under the pine trees, that's pretty much like our grow out pen. It was where our astrolopes used to be. But now it's where like our older pullets and stuff go. So we've got some astrolopes, some leghorns, light Sussex, some frizzles, whatnot over there. And then like down here, we've got our frizzle group. So those are frizzle chickens. And a new silky rooster over there. Sorry for the trucks. We're right next to a highway up here, so sometimes it gets pretty noisy. But anyway, when you breed frizzle on frizzle, it's you get frazzle, so you get double sort of lacing on their frizzleness, something like that. Anyway, so it's better to breed silky on frizzle, and then you will get frizzle. But yeah, so that's what we've got on here, and we've got just a couple that aren't supposed to be in here because the fencing, I'm kind of working on it. Like over there, I've got some green wind netting, although I wish I got shade netting a bit darker, because the reasoning behind the shade netting is so the roosters don't fight each other, because normally they fight each other through the mesh and they actually destroy the mesh. So over here is our light Sussex. Can't really see them, and half of them have already jumped over to clip some more wings. But there's the roosters up there, and the others are hiding up there. And then in the next pen we have our gold-laced Wyandottes also hiding up in the bush. And over here we have our silver-laced Wyandottes. And then in the next pen over is our Rhode Island Reds. And that's pretty much our chicken hill on this side anyway. We have some more on the other side that I'll show you a bit later on. And the skinny fowl it pretty much just goes all over the show around here.
Just at the Orpingtons in here, and when it's here, it's always on the fence, and it annoys us by making that noise.
Yeah, it makes it hard to talk. Okay, so that's the chicken hill for you, and also part of the chicken hill, but we've got to build a big a fenced area around here, including the cattle race. That's going to be for our male pigs and male goats, just to keep them in and away from the ladies, so we can control the breeding a bit. And down here is our Orpingtons. So we've got one Splash Orpington Roo and 3 Splash Orpington females.
The roost's called Greyhound.
Yeah, the roost is called Greyhound. So we're in a process at the moment of just trying to sort out all of our chickens and the fencing, because when our goat had babies, it kind of destroyed most of the fencing up there. So the last few weekends I've been trying to get it all fixed up and get the chickens back to where they belong.
She's the queen.
You know, like this goat here. So this is Macy over here. This is the goat we're getting most of the milk off, and we've had to tie her up for now because she keeps escaping from our other fencing till we get it a bit hotter and a bit better. She's staying here. Oh, look who we've found. Miss Raven. Going to feed the animals with old Mum and Theo up there. While we go and shoot a little farm tour. But yeah, so when we come down here, normally we've got our Peking ducks over here, but since it flooded and destroyed most of this,
And the ferrets came.
and the ferrets came and killed some ducks. It's got a bit of work to do, and then I'll get the Pekins back from up there down there. But it's not in a huge rush at the moment because they're not really laying that well. And the geese, as you can see, they roam everywhere.
We don't want them getting to the top area.
Yeah. So down here, so from when you come down the drive, first thing is the garden, and it's pretty much getting to a point where it's retiring for the season. So there's a few beans and stuff in there, but there's not a heck of a lot. And then over here is our compost bin, which is not much of a good compost bin. Learning. So over here we've got our piggies. Bring the shelter from over there, and just where the pumpkins and watermelon were, they've pretty much demolished it. They've got a few of the leftovers, and they're just digging it up a little bit, and I'll let them do that, and then hopefully I'll move them back up there somewhere because I've got some big plans for this hill, but they've done a mean job clearing all this. And I've got a few potatoes up there growing in that, but yeah, pigs are awesome. So that's pretty much what I'm doing with them, just moving them with the net place to place. And
Big mama tree has
this up here is our banana patch. So we've got five banana trees at the moment.
Because look, this one's one of the cups.
And that's we've got a few big ones there in October that we might plant out and sort of double our little flock here, and hopefully get bananas in about a year's time, hopefully.
This one's already done because look.
Yeah.
Under the big tree.
So in our Avery over here we have nothing. It's pretty much all clear. It got a bit too much for us breeding chickens, and with the pigs, goats, ducks, geese, you know, all the shebang. Got a bit too much with trying to do everything, and the birds just overloaded us. So we haven't been doing any of them and got rid of them all. And we are planning at some point to do it up and have pheasants in there, but that's sort of long-term goal. For now it's just staying where it is. And this patch is in my last video was what I cleared with the digger.
And it's going to be the berry patch.
So it's all flattened, and yeah, it's going to be the berry patch. So I am planning on doing that sooner or later, but I've got a bit to do with the chicken fencing and mowing some lawns in there and the bees, and it's just getting a bit crazy around here. So definitely what on my wish list, but we'll see what comes of it in the next couple of weeks. So over here, just opposite, like the berry patch on the other side in the Avery, over here is, we've got Aracanas in here now. Used to be the Rhode Island Reds, and they're pretty much our compost making machines. So all the greenery from the garden and all the chicken poo and rabbit poo, well, what's left over of the rabbit poo, is going in here, and hopefully they'll compost it down. But I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm just piling her up and wishing for the best.
Yeah.
But
hopefully they eat the rats too, because I saw a big fat one when I was there.
So over here we've got our other garden and our greenhouse that I'm turning into just a seed raising area, and you know, curing onions and whatever. And the reason I use, you know, some people might ask why I use the wind netting sort of as a border. It's just to keep the geese and the chickens out for now, and eventually there'll be a permanency, but I kind of wanted to see how it'd go with, you know, with the flooding and that, to see if it's a good area to put the fence or if I can extend it out. It's just sort of temporary kind of thing. And then over here we've got more pullets just of all our different breeds that we raise up, and just a John Siskovich system that we just move every day and give them fresh grass, and I find that system works really well and get healthy chickens from it. Okay, so now we're going to enter our flats over here. So we've got about, I think it's about 5 acres on our flats, and the geese pretty much roam a lot of it, and then we've got our shavers over there, our baby goats, and our australops with our turkeys. And then through here we've got a creek running through both sides. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's just a creek running that way and the other way, and pretty much what I'm standing on here is a shipping container. It's acting as a bridge with a concrete block on it. So that's our baby goats over here. You might have heard in a previous video, or I don't know if I have mentioned it yet, but we actually lost Oreo, one of our baby goats. I won't go into all the detail and whatnot, but they're at that temperamental stage when they're this old, going from their mum to grass and grain and that. So yeah, we lost her, but we still have 2 perfectly healthy babies, and probably plenty more to come. But yeah, happens on the farm and we deal with it and move on. Okay, so we're just moving our cows, which we do every week. This paddock's not as good as it should be because basically they've got 4 interval paddocks with basically crap fencing. Because of the fact that it floods down here, we use white tape just because it's easy to put back up when it floods. But yeah, the furthest paddock over they were in, but they were going through the chicken mesh and that, so we had to move them back. But yeah, so Adina's moving them through, and they're coming through, and get some fresh grass for them. She's actually scared of the cows, so she is down there hiding in the creek past the white tape. I don't know why she's scared of them, but anyway, they're going to come and see me. Breeder! Breeder! So Breeder here is our milking cow in the future, hopefully. I think we'll get her AI'd because we've got no bulls at the moment, and with our fencing we don't really plan on having any bulls. But yeah, so hopefully, even though we milk the cows now, we get enough milk from them. Eventually it'll be nice to have cows for the butter and whatnot. But these 2 are our beefies. Yeah, they're not hugely massive, but you know, one of them will do our family for a year of beef, because of the fact that we have pork from the pigs and you know, about 60 kgs of chicken in the freezer and whatnot. We don't need that much beef, but between the 8 of us, 1 cow does us for a year. But yeah, that's our moo-moos. So this is Samson down here, and he's also tethered up because we have nowhere really to put him behind fences where he's not going to get to our ladies, because trying to control the breeding a bit. So like that fence I showed you a while back, that's going to be for this guy and for our male kuni pig and some chickens and that. But yeah, he's pretty placid. But he just keeps chasing the ladies around and making everyone escape instead of just him. So yeah, he's fine for now. We just move him every day at the moment. And yeah. Okay, so that was where Samson is. Bit of perspective, that's where the garden is, the berry patch, the aviary. And this here was supposed to be the orchard, so we do have peach trees up there that produce a lot, and pear trees, quince trees, and back there we've got plum trees, and a nectarine tree and a random apple tree. But yeah, it's definitely got a lot of improvement to do, and it's hard to maintain because the geese want to chew the bark off the trees, and the goats want to eat the trees, and the pigs want to dig the trees up, so it's quite hard to know what animals to put in here that aren't going to kill the trees. But yeah, that's our little makeshift orchard. Okay, so our the orchard area was behind us there, as you can see, and then the area I'm standing in, where all of our ducks are at the moment, is our citrus area. So we have about 12 citrus trees. Our first lot of citrus trees got hammered by the geese and the goats, debarking it and just smashing them, and then I think the frost finished them off. So this is the second time I've replanted these. So they've been in here for about 2 years now, and we are just getting some oranges up there, oranges up by Adina, and we've got some lime, some lemon, some mandarin, and some lemonades, and also we've got a couple of feijoa trees. So, yep, those are the limes. Yep. So what we try to do in here is we try to use the ducks to fertilise all the citrus trees, and basically they've got a bathtub here that we empty every day, and you know, once every 2 weeks or 3 weeks I move the bathtub into a different area that's sort of around a fruit tree, so then all the water, you know, empties out. It's not just going back into the creek down there, it's going and fertilizing all of the citrus trees. So they're not very impressive now, but give them a few years and they should be very impressive. But yeah, in here is the ducks we do have is a lot, and they're pretty hungry at the moment. They haven't been fed, but these guys here, these are Peking ducks, and then the brown ones over there are khaki Campbell ducks, and then there's a few white ones and cream coloured and all that, and they're the ones, like, you know, stick their head up a bit more. They're like that guy there is Indian running duck. So when spring comes into action, these guys will need to be split into their 3 breeds, because we sell a lot of fertile eggs, chickens and ducks, and then we'll start selling the eggs and that. But for now, they're fertilising my citrus area. Yeah, there's only about, I don't know, maybe 40 of them. And then we've sort of come back up the path a bit. Well, the citrus area is over there where all the ducks were, and the beehives are just over here. So we just came out of the citrus area. We took a bit of a shortcut. You're probably a bit lost, but oh well, you're getting there. So our beehives, we've actually still got, I think we've got 3. So 1 on the outside and 1 here, and then 2 still in the in-laws. And they're due to be checked up on. I put the mite treatment in maybe 6 weeks ago, so that's due to come out, and I need to see if they're still all alive before winter. So yeah. Okay, and from the bees, if we do like a full 180 back up to the chicken hill over there, we have 3 more pens up there of chickens. So up there was the silkies, and now it's just some pullets and stuff that have just snuck in and that. And then over just in front of it is the leghorns, and then just up here, as you can see on this hill, is the barred rocks.
The king of the barred rocks.
The king of the barred rocks is right there. And then we've got another path going up here to the rabbits, but we only have one rabbit left and a few guinea pigs left, so I'll leave that area for another video. But yeah, it's pretty sad. It's the Khaleesi virus, and it's sort of like the second strain, and we pretty much lost all of our bunnies except for Bella, one of our big mamas. So we don't know if she's going to go yet, but that's all we've got left, and we'll have to give it another 3 months and see if we've still got rabbits. Well, see if she's still alive, give it a deep clean, and then we can get some more bunnies. And yeah, and then in this pen we've got some male ducks that are due to be processed or sold. And yeah, there's some, I think, astrolot pullets walking around. We've got chickens walking around everywhere, especially shavers, because they jump every fence that we give them. So now we're sort of just walking up our driveway up here, and Raven's decided to join us, and we'll show you our big piggies, our big coonies, our females. So this is Alma and Bambi. So Alma's the one, the brown one, and Bambi's the black and white one. So these two will be mamas one day once Bruno can breed them. But for now they've got this whole paddock right down there, down to that water trough down there, and then up to this corner up here. So they mainly just graze. They haven't done too much digging, but yeah, we feed them scraps if we've got any excess, but most of the scraps goes to our feeder pigs. Raven, say hi.
Yes, Dad.
Hi, Raven. Okay, so this is the house behind us. That's our drive down there where we just come up from, and the pigs, as you can see, Bambi over there trying to follow us. So now we are entering like the other half of our property pretty much. So up on that hill and over there's all of our land, and then all down there, down there's the river, and then across that's all that flats where the cows and that are. But our goats pretty much roam all this area, and there's only 3 goats at the moment in here, because the rest are naughty, or I'm just no good at fencing. But we'll go see if we can find them. Okay, so Adina just wanted me to show you her hut. So the kids have obviously been building a little tent out here, and I'm surprised the goats haven't destroyed it. But this is their little hangout spot when they're not up to much, which they're always pretty busy.
The boys have their own one.
Oh, the boys have their own hut apparently. But
I'll show you.
yeah, this is our kind of bush area that's in the same paddock as the goats. And as you go over the ridge down here, that's all our land way down there as well. And our goats are just up here, hopefully going to come to us. So you guys are probably always getting lost, don't know where you are. one of these days I'll have a surprise for you, and I will be going up. But just bear with me, and you know, you'll find your way around one of these days. But here we have found the goats. So we have over here Daisy, which all those three, well now two baby goats, they were hers. But we haven't been getting much milk out of her because she's getting pretty old, ready for retirement. And yeah, and that's Sophie over here, which she is possibly already pregnant from when we didn't get Samson out of here. And then Penelope as well, which could also be pregnant. But yeah, they just stroll everywhere. Every now and again they jump the fence and hang out on the side of the road, which is not a good thing. But yeah, we try to control them as much as we can, and we do what we can. But yeah, so right next to us is the highway again. Yeah, so you get used to the highway of all the logging trucks and whatnot, and it's just what we've got for our land. And your guys got ups and downs with your land, and that's kind of our down. But it's not really a down when you think about it. I can sell stuff on the side of the road, and it's a highway, so definitely has its pluses. Just the noise. Okay, so we've pretty much shown you everything we can show you, apart from like the chicks in the shed and a couple of the pullets outside the shed. But you've seen the chickens everywhere anyway, so you probably don't need to see that. But we're going to go and inside and have some dinner, or see if the wife needs a bit of help with the animals. And we will see you guys in the next one. Look out.
Chucky Queen out. Yes.